Hello, my name is Dr. Bradley Graves. I'm a Senior Land Services Officer for the Central West Local Land Services region. Welcome to the Trees Near Me New South Wales app instructional video. This app is designed for anyone curious about native vegetation, including landholders, students, conservationists, and the general public. It allows users to identify plant community types, PCTs, in their area, which is essential for making informed decisions about planting and protecting native species. This application can be used to identify PCTs. PCTs are groups of native plants that naturally occur together based on environmental characteristics like soil, climate, landscape positioning, amongst the backdrop of other environmental variables too. This application allows users to explore and look at maps of PCTs and learn about local plant species and their historical spatial extent. Today, we're going to explore the mobile version of Trees Near Me and identify some plant community types. Trees Near Me New South Wales is a free and easy to use application and website that helps users explore native vegetation across New South Wales. To begin, some housekeeping. You'll need a mobile data or internet connection for your mobile device or desktop computer when you're at the desk or you're out in the paddock or the outdoors. To begin, click on the Trees Near Me application and wait for the application to load. The Information tab located in the top right-hand corner allows users to learn more about the application, the data sourced, used within the app, and privacy and copyright statements and additional information. We encourage users to read this section as it provides a brief description of the inner workings of the application. You will now see a window with a few icons on the left, top, right, and bottom sides of the screen. Starting from the left, you'll have a left panel side with some options to swap between layers. The satellite imagery option, identified by a globe icon with latitude and longitude lines, a terrain option, a map that shows the localities, contour spacing, and road networks, the plant community type or PCT layer, which shows us the PCT type for that area of interest, the ruler option. This option allows you to expand your search radius from 200 metres to 500 metres, then to a maximum of 1,000 metres. You'll notice another circle, the bold circle. It does not change its size. This is your focus or target screen-centered circle. The current day and pre-clearing icons located at the top of the window represent two conditions of the PCT layer. Firstly, current day represents the current extent of PCTs across the state of New South Wales. The map is updated periodically based on user and community feedback. Pre-clearing represents PCT vegetation extent created from various data sources. For example, aerial photographic interpretation, environmental layers, and other historical documentation. Please note, this layer is still a work in progress for Central New South Wales, with Eastern and Western New South Wales coverage available to users. Moving along to the top left-hand of the viewing window, we see a search or magnifying glass. Here, you can search by suburb, address, or lot number. To zoom in, pinch the screen with two fingers and spread them apart. To zoom out, pinch the screen and bring your fingers closer together. To move around the map, drag your finger across the screen. Before viewing the surrounding PCTs, you'll need to set your location. To do this, tap the target icon on the right-hand side to find your location. Now, more importantly, the main feature of our screen, the PCT description and identification number. When you focus the target circle over the PCT layer, a description and ID number for that PCT will appear. Pending the size you have chosen for your search radius, other PCT layers found within, for example, 200, 500 or 1,000 metres, will also be listed in the description window at the bottom of the screen. Now, to find out more about a particular PCT, you can tap the PCT layer and the following details will appear. The PCT identification number, Fun fact, there are currently 1,846 approved PCTs across the state of New South Wales. Keep in mind, this number may change as classifications are updated. The next description, formation. That is the broad structural category of vegetation, for example, forest, woodland, shrubland, or grassland. Vegetation class, a higher level grouping of formations based on dominant species and ecological traits. Bioregions, these are areas defined by similar climate, geology, and ecosystems. Local government areas, LGAs, these are administrative boundaries where the PCT occurs, used for planning and management purposes. Further scrolling down, next, a broad description of the selected PCTs, from the main types of trees, shrubs, forbs, and grasses that are found within the search area. Further scrolling down, you'll encounter the species section for trees, shrubs, and grasses. By selecting the drop-down, this will list species found within that category. To close the current viewing window and look at another PCT within the same search radius, you can press the X icon at the top left-hand corner of the PCT window. Each PCT is represented by a unique colour, which matches the colours displayed on your screen. You will find a user feedback box on the right-hand side of the screen, shown as a question or speech bubble icon between the target and share icon respectively. This feature lets you submit feedback, for example, different PCT, not native vegetation, or general comments. We hope you enjoy using the Trees Near Me application. This interactive app makes exploring plant community types, PCTs, in your area easy and fun. I strongly encourage you to give this app a go when you're out and about. Thanks for watching.